said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs. Taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Colorado's offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find...
Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll leave it with him. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
Touchdown, Dogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up.
Makes a grab past the marker. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Wants to fire on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Finds his man. It's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here's the handoff. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And with that run, goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the draw. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Buffaloes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Trying to keep this drive alive. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
I tell you what, if you told them they were going to be 3 for 3 now on 4th downs, they'd have said yes, please, and that's why they're winning the game right now. You get an extra down.
It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Dogs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Ran through the contact. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds a man in the middle. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Fires left. He makes a catch. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. Pick. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Bunch formation for these receivers. Going to swing it on second down. Using the quick game. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He caught it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive?
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The play action fake. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Hauls
it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted, number 19. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Power football with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The give on the option. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Bulldogs have this offense rolling. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down. Looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Quick strike complete.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Georgia! And that one will give him the lead. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Throws to the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, happy getting the field goal.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Rushes on him. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Finds his tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Kitchens. About 7 leaves in with 3rd and 3. The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
this defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Might be looking to run. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it on the outside. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could. It's closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Buffaloes had tough field position to start this. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks! Getting set for the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He'll work his way down to the 28. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the 2nd half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. Complete to the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the end zone. Finds a man on the left. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play, and you could tell he knew exactly where he was, got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. On the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Oh, they're after him! And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the 4th quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. execution has got to be at a premium, and on that fourth down.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understand.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Singletary. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game.